Learning a new language is very important in our connected world. As teachers, we need to help students talk and understand each other across different cultures and languages. To do this, lesson plans must be carefully made to handle the challenges of learning a new language. Good lesson plans don't just follow a set course. They make students want to join in, take part, and do well in learning a language. The key to a successful language learning program is in its lesson plans. These plans help teachers give lessons that are interesting and useful. A good lesson plan includes different parts like language rules, learning stages, teaching methods, and real-life uses. These parts come together to make a complete learning experience for all students. One challenge in making good lesson plans is meeting the different needs of students. Students come from different backgrounds and have different ways of learning, reasons for learning, and experiences with language. So, lesson plans must be flexible and able to change, giving all students a chance to do well. By using different teaching methods, teachers can make sure every student has a chance to succeed. The main goal of a language lesson plan is to make students love learning languages. When students are interested and excited, they are more likely to try new things, make mistakes, and learn from them. This video will look at the important parts of good lesson planning for language learning, giving tips and examples for teachers who want to improve their teaching. Understanding linguistic theories is essential for creating effective language acquisition lesson plans. These theories provide insight into how individuals learn languages, offering frameworks that educators can use to guide their teaching. One such theory is Noam Chomsky's universal grammar, which suggests that the ability to learn language is innate and governed by a set of grammatical rules common to all languages. This theory implies that lesson plans should focus on exposing students to these universal structures, allowing them to develop their linguistic competence naturally. Another influential theory is Stephen Krashen's input hypothesis, which emphasizes the importance of comprehensible input in language learning. According to Krashen, learners acquire language when they are exposed to language input that is slightly above their current proficiency level. This suggests that lesson plans should incorporate materials that challenge students while still being accessible. Activities such as listening to authentic conversations, reading graded texts, and engaging in meaningful communication can provide the necessary input for language acquisition. Social interaction also plays a crucial role in language learning, as highlighted by Lev Vygotsky's sociocultural theory. Vygotsky believed that language learning occurs through social interaction with more knowledgeable others. This theory supports the inclusion of collaborative activities in lesson plans, where students can engage in peer-to-peer learning and receive feedback from teachers. Group discussions, role plays, and cooperative projects are examples of activities that encourage social interaction and language development. Finally, Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences offers valuable insights into catering to diverse learning styles within language acquisition. Gardner's theory suggests that individuals have different kinds of intelligences, such as linguistic, musical, spatial, and interpersonal. Lesson plans should therefore incorporate a variety of instructional methods that tap into these different intelligences, ensuring that all students have the opportunity to engage with the material in a way that suits their strengths. Language acquisition is a complex process that occurs through various developmental stages. Understanding these stages is crucial for designing lesson plans that meet the needs of learners at different points in their language learning journey. The initial stage, known as the pre-production or silent period, is characterized by minimal verbal communication. During this stage, students focus on listening and absorbing the new language, often relying on visual aids and gestures to comprehend meaning. As learners progress to the early production stage, they begin to produce simple words and phrases. This stage is marked by a limited vocabulary and an emphasis on comprehension. Educators can support students by using visuals, repetition, and modeling correct language use. Activities such as labeling objects, responding to yes/no questions, and participating in simple dialogues can help students build their confidence in using the new language. In the speech emergence stage, learners can communicate with simple sentences and are more confident in their language use. At this stage, they can participate in more complex activities, such as storytelling, role-playing, and group discussions. Educators should encourage students to express their thoughts and ideas, offering corrective feedback to help refine their language skills. The final stage, advanced fluency, is characterized by near-native language proficiency. Learners at this stage can engage in academic discussions, write essays, and comprehend complex texts. Lesson plans for advanced learners should focus on refining language skills, introducing nuances of the language, and developing critical thinking abilities. Educators can incorporate authentic materials, debates, and research projects to challenge students and promote higher-level language use. Understanding these developmental stages allows educators to tailor their lesson plans to the specific needs of their students. By recognizing where each learner is in their language acquisition journey, teachers can provide appropriate support and guidance, facilitating a more effective and personalized learning experience. Instructional methods play a pivotal role in language acquisition, as they determine how students interact with the language and the learning material. To create engaging lesson plans, educators should incorporate a variety of instructional methods that cater to different learning styles and preferences. One effective method is task-based language teaching, which focuses on using language to complete meaningful tasks. This approach encourages students to use the language in authentic contexts, promoting practical language skills and enhancing motivation. Another engaging instructional method is the use of games and interactive activities. Games such as language bingo, word puzzles, and scavenger hunts can make learning fun and exciting, encouraging students to participate actively. These activities provide opportunities for practice and repetition, helping students internalize language structures and vocabulary. Additionally, games can foster a sense of community and collaboration within the classroom, as students work together to achieve common goals. Storytelling is another powerful instructional method that can captivate students' attention and stimulate their imagination. By incorporating storytelling into lesson plans, educators can create rich, immersive language experiences that engage learners emotionally and cognitively. Students can participate in creating their own stories, act out narratives, or retell familiar tales, all of which provide opportunities for language practice and creativity. Finally, incorporating music and songs into lesson plans can enhance language acquisition. Music can help students remember vocabulary and grammatical structures through rhythm and melody. Songs also expose students to different accents, intonations, and cultural aspects of the language. Educators can use songs to introduce new topics, reinforce language concepts, and create a positive, enjoyable learning environment. By integrating a range of instructional methods into lesson plans, educators can create dynamic and engaging language learning experiences. These methods not only make learning enjoyable but also promote active participation and meaningful communication, essential components of effective language acquisition. Section 5. Real-world applications in language teaching. Real-world applications in language teaching bridge the gap between classroom learning and actual language use. By incorporating real-world context into lesson plans, educators can help students see the relevance of their language studies and motivate them to apply their skills outside the classroom. One effective strategy is to use authentic materials such as newspapers, magazines, podcasts, and videos. These materials expose students to the language as it is used in everyday situations, providing valuable insights into cultural nuances and contemporary issues. Another real-world application is project-based learning, where students work collaboratively on projects that require them to use the language in meaningful ways. For example, students might create a travel brochure, conduct interviews, or organize a cultural event. These projects encourage students to research, plan, and present their findings, promoting language skills such as writing, speaking, and critical thinking. Project-based learning also allows students to explore topics of interest, making the learning experience more personalized and engaging. Field trips and guest speakers can also provide real-world language learning opportunities. Visiting places where the target language is spoken or having native speakers share their experiences can enhance students' cultural understanding and language comprehension. These experiences allow students to practice their language skills in authentic settings, building confidence and fluency. Finally, technology offers numerous opportunities for real-world language applications. Online platforms, language exchange programs, and virtual reality experiences can connect students with native speakers and immerse them in the language environment. These tools enable students to practice their language skills in diverse contexts, enhancing their adaptability and intercultural competence. Incorporating real-world applications into lesson plans not only makes language learning more relevant and practical, but also prepares students to use their language skills confidently in various situations. By providing authentic experiences, educators can inspire students to continue their language learning journey beyond the classroom. Section 6. Catering to diverse learning styles in language education. Diverse learning styles are a critical consideration in language education, as students possess unique strengths and preferences that influence how they learn best. Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences offers a framework for understanding these differences, suggesting that individuals learn through various modalities such as visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and interpersonal. To cater to these diverse learning styles, educators should incorporate a range of activities and materials into their lesson plans. Visual learners benefit from materials that include charts, diagrams, and images. Educators can use visual aids to illustrate grammatical structures, vocabulary, and cultural concepts, making abstract ideas more tangible. Additionally, incorporating videos and infographics can enhance comprehension and retention for visual learners. Auditory learners, on the other hand, excel when information is presented through sound. Listening activities, such as songs, podcasts, and audio recordings, can help these learners internalize language patterns and pronunciation. Educators can also encourage auditory learners to participate in discussions, debates, and oral presentations, providing opportunities for verbal expression and feedback. Kinesthetic learners thrive when they are actively involved in the learning process. Hands-on activities such as role plays, simulations, and physical games can engage these learners and facilitate language acquisition. By incorporating movement and tactile experiences into lesson plans, educators can create a dynamic learning environment that resonates with kinesthetic learners. Interpersonal learners are social and enjoy collaborating with others. Group activities, such as peer tutoring, cooperative projects, and discussions, allow these learners to interact with their peers and practice language skills in a supportive setting. Educators can also assign group roles and tasks that encourage cooperation and communication, fostering a sense of community within the classroom. By recognizing and accommodating diverse learning styles, educators can create inclusive lesson plans that engage all students. This personalized approach not only enhances language acquisition, but also fosters a positive and supportive learning environment where every student can succeed. Section 7. The role of technology in language acquisition. Technology has revolutionized language acquisition, offering innovative tools and resources that enhance traditional teaching methods. Incorporating technology into lesson plans can provide students with new ways to engage with the language, making learning more interactive and accessible. One of the most significant advancements in language education is the use of language learning apps and software. These platforms offer interactive exercises, games, and quizzes that allow students to practice language skills at their own pace, providing instant feedback and tracking progress. Online resources such as language learning websites, podcasts, and YouTube channels offer rich and diverse content that can supplement classroom instruction. These resources expose students to a variety of accents, dialects, and cultural contexts, broadening their understanding of the language. Educators can incorporate these materials into lesson plans, assigning listening or viewing tasks that align with the curriculum and learning objectives. Virtual reality and augmented reality technologies provide immersive language learning experiences, allowing students to practice language skills in simulated real-world environments. For example, virtual reality can transport students to a virtual marketplace where they practice negotiating in the target language, while augmented reality can overlay language cues onto physical objects, enhancing vocabulary learning. These technologies offer engaging, realistic scenarios that promote active learning and language retention. Social media and online communication platforms also play a vital role in language acquisition by facilitating interaction with native speakers and language learners worldwide. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and language exchange sites offer opportunities for authentic communication, enabling students to practice language skills in real time and receive feedback from a global community. Educators can incorporate these tools into lesson plans, encouraging students to participate in online discussions, collaborate on projects, and share cultural insights. By integrating technology into language acquisition lesson plans, educators can create a dynamic and engaging learning environment that supports diverse learning styles and promotes lifelong language learning. Technology not only enhances traditional teaching methods, but also prepares students to navigate an increasingly digital and interconnected world. Section 8. Practical examples of successful lesson plans. Creating successful lesson plans for language acquisition requires a thoughtful integration of theories, instructional methods, and real-world applications. One practical example is a lesson plan centered around the theme of travel. This lesson plan can incorporate a variety of activities catering to different learning styles and developmental stages. For instance, visual learners can benefit from creating a travel brochure using images and descriptions of popular destinations, while auditory learners can engage in listening activities featuring conversations between travelers. Kinesthetic learners can participate in role-play activities where they simulate booking a hotel or ordering food at a restaurant, providing a hands-on approach to language practice. Interpersonal learners can work in groups to plan a virtual trip, collaborating to research destinations, create itineraries, and present their findings to the class. This project-based approach not only enhances language skills, but also fosters teamwork and critical thinking. Another example is a lesson plan focused on cultural exploration. Educators can select a country where the target language is spoken and design activities that explore its customs, traditions, and history. Visual learners can create cultural posters or presentations, while auditory learners can listen to traditional music or watch documentaries about the country. Kinesthetic learners can participate in cooking classes or dance workshops that introduce them to cultural practices, while interpersonal learners can engage in discussions and debates about cultural similarities and differences. Technology can also be incorporated into these lesson plans to enhance engagement and interactivity. Students can use language learning apps to reinforce vocabulary and grammar related to the lesson theme, or participate in virtual exchanges with students from the target culture. These experiences provide authentic language practice and deepen cultural understanding. By designing lesson plans that integrate diverse activities and resources, educators can create engaging and effective language learning experiences. These practical examples demonstrate how lesson plans can be tailored to meet the needs of all learners, promoting language acquisition in a meaningful and enjoyable way. Section 9. Conclusion: Crafting engaging language acquisition lessons. Crafting engaging language acquisition lessons is both an art and a science, requiring educators to draw upon linguistic theories, developmental stages, instructional methods, and real-world applications. By understanding these components, educators can design lesson plans that inspire students to engage with the language and develop their skills. An effective lesson plan is not simply a checklist of activities, it is a holistic approach that considers the diverse needs and preferences of learners. The integration of key linguistic theories provides a foundation for understanding how language is acquired, while an awareness of developmental stages ensures that lesson plans are appropriately tailored to learners' abilities. Instructional methods that incorporate interactive activities and real-world applications bring language learning to life, making it relevant and practical for students. Catering to diverse learning styles ensures that all students have the opportunity to engage with the material in meaningful ways. Technology also plays a crucial role in modern language acquisition, offering innovative tools and resources that enhance traditional teaching methods. By embracing these advancements, educators can create dynamic, interactive learning environments that prepare students for a digital and interconnected world. Ultimately, the goal of a language acquisition lesson plan is to foster a love for language learning, encouraging students to be curious, motivated, and confident in their abilities. By crafting lessons that are engaging and inclusive, educators can inspire students to continue their language learning journeys, equipping them with the skills they need to thrive in a multicultural world. The art of lesson planning is an ongoing process of reflection and adaptation, always striving to meet the ever-changing needs of learners. By focusing on these key elements, educators can create lesson plans that not only meet educational objectives, but also ignite a passion for language learning that lasts a lifetime.